All right, hello everyone, and peace of Christ to all. Today we'll start a few minutes earlier. The topic today is not really the topic I like to talk about, but it's funny, so I decided to speak about it. I'm not going to speak against this guy because I believe whatever he did, this is his private business, and nobody should speak about it. And this is why, I find it very funny what the Muslims are doing to each other. If the Muslims are following a prophet who is the best example of mankind, a prophet who said like what Jesus said, supposedly, if we say that Jesus is a prophet as Muslims they claim, where if your eye will mislead you or will take you to hell, you better take it off. You Muslims are really hypocrites. What this guy he did, he is just practicing his right as a Muslim. I mean, isn't it his right to have 4 women in the same time? So what he did, he have only 3.5. So what's your problem? One as a wife, the rest are, like maybe he will marry them, But I mean, why you are really upset from this person when you have a prophet who made a chapter in the Quran saying, any believing women, she opened her legs to the prophet, she is welcome. This is your prophet. So what this guy did, he did nothing. Did he make a chapter for him saying any believing woman, she opened her legs for me, she is welcome? He have just a few girlfriends, having fun with. He is practicing his right as a Muslim. Islam allowed him to have more than 1 woman in the same time, and this is in Islam is not a cheating. And even in heaven, Allah will give him a lot of women. Everything about Islam is about a lot of women on earth, a lot of women in heaven. So what he did, it's very weird. I hope my voice is clear for you guys. If it's not, tell those who don't have a voice to refresh their page. Now, Mr. Nouman Ali Khan, I'm here to defend him. He said, he made an article saying, I want first to thank those persons who have seen through the falseness of themselves to pull matters out of my personal life, take them out of context, manipulate the facts and the present of narrative, using those distortion to fulfill their own agenda. I mean, look, we became in political science now. I mean, agenda, and anyway, this guy, I'm not going to show the text messages and the things they are posting about him, because this is, I believe it's silly, and he want to have fun with some girls. So what the problem? Same time, you Muslims, you have a problem. Let us say this guy is sleeping with 7 women. Like, he went to 7-Eleven and he have 7 women, he have 6 with them. In order to prove that he had 6 with 7 women, you have to have four witnesses. Do you have 4 witnesses? Do you Muslims have 4 witnesses to prove him doing that? No, you don't. Or what you have, text messages and his wife saying whatever she is saying. So according to Islam, this is not enough proof, even if you commit adultery. According to Islam, for those who do not know, if you enter the door of your house and you find, excuse my language, and you are a Muslim, and you find your wife in the top of a man, or the man in the top of the wife, who care? I mean, you choose the best position for you Muslims. Or you can ask Nouman Khan what he like more. So if you find your women in such a position, and obviously they are having sex, still there is no proof according to the Islamic law that she is committing adultery, because the Prophet said clearly you have to have 4 witnesses, and not only 4 witnesses. The 4 witnesses, they have to see, excuse my language again, I don't know how I can talk about Islam by being polite. I need to clean my mouth. Let me speak like the Muslims. Supposedly that will make me a good guy. Alhamdulillah wa ma sha Allah wa la hawla wa la quwwata illa wallahumma salli ala sayyidina Muhammad wa ala alihi ashab. Allahumma salli ala jiranihi wa ala ashabihi wa ala akhwalihi wa ala imra'a wahabat nafsaha lirrab. I mean, the topic is 2 seconds, but they praise the Prophet 15 minutes just to show you how good they are. Now, based on Islam, if a man have sex with the women, that is not enough to commit adultery. You have to prove it, which means you have to have 4 witnesses, and those 4 witnesses is not even enough to bring them in the bedroom. Let us say you brought, let us say you opened the door, you found Nouman Khan with one of those girls or 3 of them together. I mean, who cares? It's halal. And then somebody, he called Shabir Ali and Zakir Naik and what other guy name? Tutti Frutti. And we will call one more. Who is? I mean, should we call who? Shabir Ali, Zakir Naik, Tutti Frutti, and Mufti Monk. All right, 4 of them. 4 of them, they are in the room. And this guy or whatever guy, whoever guy is doing that, having sex with that woman, still this is no proof. There's no proof according to Islam that they are having sex, because according to the Prophet, you have to see the private part of the man getting in and out. As simple as that. You have to see it getting in, zip in, zip out, zip in. If you don't see, if the 4 witnesses, not only one, 4 of them, the 4 of them, they have to see that. I mean, look at this, man. How you can see such a thing? 4 witnesses, they will see the man private part going in and out. If you don't believe me, let us go to the hadith. A man of the tribe of etc. came to the Prophet so and he testified 4 times against himself. 4 times. See, he testified 4 times. I mean, this guy obviously crazy. All right, that he had sexual intercourse with the women, while all the time the Prophet so was turning away from him. See, the guy, he keeps saying to him, I had sex, man, I had sex. The Prophet, he don't ignore him, he don't say anything. The man, he followed the Prophet, says, hey Prophet, I had sex with women, you know. Prophet, hello. Prophet, hello. And the Prophet, like, he heard nothing, you know. Obviously this guy is idiot, you know, because he will kill him now. But Muhammad, he don't want to kill him. You know, he's trying to let it go. Otherwise, why the Prophet is letting it? I mean, the guy is saying to him, I did illegal sexual intercourse. Now, at the end, Muhammad, he cannot take it no more. It became so embarrassing. Then he says, in the 5th time, he turned around and asked, did you have intercourse with her? He replied, yes. He asked, have you done like it, the collyrium stick when enclosed in its case? Oh boy. Oh mommy. Oh mommy, mommy blue. Oh mommy blue. Oh mommy, oh mommy. Oh mommy, description is so beautiful. I mean, look at the Prophet, man. The Prophet is right now, he is Detective Cousteau or the Pink Panther. The guy, he just told you he had sex with the women. Why you are asking him, did you put it the same as a blum 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 inside the blum 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 blum, and then when you close it, blum 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 blum? I mean, look at this guy. This guy is tough. Muhammad is seriously tough. Like, he don't like okay, Prophet, I had sex. No. That's not enough. I want to be sure how you did it. Did you put it in all the way, or like, you know, like, unbelievable. look at the description of the story. The prophet is extremely into details. Extremely. Anyway. Now, he said to him, when enclosed in its case and rope in well. Oh, look at this rope in the well. I mean, close your eyes, guys. Close your eyes. You have a rope going in the well. Now, Muhammad is what? Talking about what? What is the rope and what is the well? Oh, mommy. Oh, mommy, mommy blue. Oh, mommy blue. The rope and the well. Oh, mommy, rope and well. Oh, mommy, rope and well. The rope in the well. So the rope is going in the well, and Muhammad want to be sure that the rope was going in the well, not in the side of the well. Otherwise, this is not haram. So the guy, he said yes. Look at this idiot. He keeps saying yes. Now, if this man, he did not witness to him against himself, then there's no punishment for this man, because you have to bring 4 witnesses, and those 4 witnesses, all of them, they have to see the sexual, or let's say the sex activity. Specifically, they have to see the male member of the man going in and out, and all the witnesses, 4 of them. So, you know, if you ever go home and you find your wife having a boyfriend and both are naked, then you need to tell the boyfriend, hey, can you wait please, I need to call for witnesses. And for sure the boyfriend will say, sure, take your time, go ahead. Yeah, you know. And then you go and you call for witnesses, and you start calling Shabir Ali. He says to you, I cannot right now, I have an interview in the TV. You call Zakir Naik. Assalamu alaikum, brother. Wa alaikum assalam. Brother, I need you to come over to witness. I found my wife, she is having sex with the guy. Brother, sister, this brother here is calling me because according to the Sharia law, he had to provide himself 4 witnesses, and because Islam is about justice, to be sure that this is absolute adultery. Because imagine you enter the house and you find your wife, she is having sex, but you are not sure yet, and then you stone her to death. As an example, she is naked and he is naked, and she is in the top of him, or he is in the top of her. This is still, it's not sex. In Islam, my brother, you have to bring 4 witnesses, and they have to see his penis getting in and out. Zik, 4 witnesses. So why the Muslims are going crazy about this poor guy? I mean, your prophet was a sex maniac. Your prophet was a child molester. At least this guy, he is speaking to women. What's wrong with you Muslims? You see, if you are following someone, he is a decent man, I will say the Muslims, man, they have the right to be upset. You are following a prophet who married children just for his sexual desire. And by the way, I saw Nouman Khan, I think he was in one of his videos saying the reason the prophet he married Aisha because Allah told him. And actually Nouman Khan, he was dating those women because Allah told him to. Allah told him in the Quran, go and if not marry, 2 and 3 and 4, and if you cannot afford it, 1. Obviously Nouman Khan he can afford it because he is doing a lot of great business, you know. Can you imagine how much money he collect from the business he do? So I felt really upset and you know, it's not really fair. If you want to be tough on the guy, why you are not tough on the prophet, who is a sex monster, you know, based on the stories? And you know, he made a chapter in the Quran says any woman she want to give her vagina to the prophet as a gift. I mean, you know, just 15 minutes ago somebody was in my door, but it was not a woman, it was the UPS delivery. You know, I'm so upset. I mean, how come the prophet, he have chapter in the Quran about women, they can deliver their vagina to his door, and you Muslims are not offended? And this poor guy who is practicing his right as a Muslim to have as many women he can afford, as much it is between the number of 1 to 4 as wives, and then the rest is as like you know, slaves. So what the problem? Look at this verse here, huh? Look at this verse. I mean, this is my favorite verse. This verse speak everything about the prophet. May Allah protect him from the women. Oh prophet, you see guys, when I say oh mommy, why? Many of you do not notice why I sing this song. Oh mommy, oh prophet, we have made lawful for you. What he made lawful for him? The wives. I mean, look at this verse, man. This verse is scary. It's so much deep. Allah decide finally to tell Muhammad, we made lawful for you your wives. You eat it, they are already wives. I mean, this the one who made the Quran is already crazy, man. This guy is already sleeping with them for the last 10 years, and now you decide to tell him that they are lawful for you? I mean, shouldn't you wait after he die? We made lawful for you your wives? That's the news. And took Allah all this time to tell Muhammad, we made lawful for you your wives? All right, let it go. Let it go. I mean, don't be tough on the guy. So we made lawful for you your wives and those that you paid their dowers. It doesn't say dower. Anyway, and those whom your right hand possess. Okay, the rest is adding up. And how many those are they are the hand right possess of the prophet? Anyone, any Muslim can tell me? There are 10, 20, 100, 300 women. I mean, all of those women are lawful for him. Open number. So if the prophet invaded China, and China have like almost 2 billion human being, so the prophet, he will take 1 billion 6 slaves. Open number. So why the poor Nouman Khan is being judged and humiliated for having dating just a few girls? You seriously, Muslims are not fair. Anyway, we continue. So okay, your right hand process is lawful for you, and who else? Who else? And the daughter of the paternal uncle, and your aunts, and the daughter of uncles, and their aunts, and the migrated from Mecca, and any believing women. Look at this. Look at this. Look at this. Any. Do you know what any mean? Any woman she wanna give herself to the prophet. Any women in the crowd say, I hate you, I hate you. Any women in the crowd, she wanna give herself to the prophet, say, I love you. So the prophet, he have a special license that any women, I mean, like any. You see, Muhammad, for sure, he is international prophet. He is not racist. Any. I mean, it doesn't matter, white, black, Indian, Asian. I mean, Muhammad, he take any women, but he put a condition. Look, Muhammad, we have to be honest here. Only believe in women. Look at this guy, he is so conservative. She have to be a believe in women. You see some bad guys, they take all kind of women. The Prophet, no, only believe in women, which means she have to be a Muslimah. A Muslimah from Indonesia is fine. A Muslimah from Egypt is fine. A Muslimah from Mecca, it's fine. America will be even better because he liked the white women, as you know. However, Muhammad, he like always young ones. You know, they are attacking this poor guy, but he did not date any girl. She is 6 years old. You see, if the Prophet exists right now between us, huh? And he heard the story of brother Nouman, may Allah bless his sexting, whatever they call it. My English is bad, by the way, so just forgive me, please. Sometimes my English is weird. I mean, sometimes I feel Quran coming on me. I'm serious. Sometimes like I say words, it's not even written there. I mean, but because of my English is coming from Allah. Now, the Prophet once he saw a guy. His name is Jabir. Now, Jabir, by the way, I know Jabir. Like I know him very, very well. All right, we know each other. Like we are very close of friends. So, Jabir, he was going home, and you know, he was in a rush to go home. So Muhammad, he saw him a rush. So he said to him, Hey, what's up? Where are you going? You know, why you are a rush? You see all those references in front of you. And by the way, this is Sahih. You see, this is Sahih. Don't tell me it's weak and those stories. You know, the only weak I know is Nouman Ali Khan and Zakir Naik. And your God, who cannot have a son unless he have a wife, because he's weak. Now listen, look. All this story is speaking about a very simple story. Look, let me read for you this here. Even the Prophet is chasing the guy to know what he is doing in the bedroom. Look what hold on. So let us change the name of Jabir by the name of Nouman Ali Khan. Okay, so instead of having the name Jabir here, I will take it off. I will say Nouman. Nouman. Oh, طبعا Arabic. No wonder. All right. Nouman Khan. So we changed the name of Jabir from Jabir to Nouman Khan. You know, I mean, just for temporarily. So Nouman Khan was riding his donkey or his camel, and then the Prophet he changed him. Look what happened. We were with Allah Messenger, blah 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 blah, in expedition, attacking the neighbors. When we return, I urged my camel to move quickly. See, the guy is a rush. He wanna go home. As it was slow, there met me a rider from behind me, and like he picked him with an iron stick. You know, he have an iron stick, and he hit him in his back. He hit his camel, and then I turned my face and I found him to be Allah Messenger. So Allah Messenger, he is, you know, like he is picking the camel of the guy, and the guy he turned his face to see who is doing that. It was the Prophet, peace upon him. So the Prophet he said to Nouman Khan, he said, Nouman Khan, what hastens you? Nouman said, Messenger of Allah, I am newly wedded. Whereupon he said, is it a virgin? Ooh. Is it a virgin? Come on, tell me. You know, man, come on. I am the prophet. You can't hide things from me. Is it a virgin? So he said, is it a virgin that you have married or previously married? Huh? I said, I know, like the prophet will not like it. So Nouman Khan, he said, with one previously married. He said, who? He who? The prophet, the amazing prophet. May Allah bless his bones. Yeah, by the way, he was boneless. He said, why not a young girl, you idiot Nouman Khan? That you could play with her and she could play with you. So Muslims, you are judging your brother Nouman Khan for having fun with the growing women when the Prophet encouraging Nouman Khan, and not only that, he is humiliating him for having sex with women she is previously, excuse my language, used. Muhammad don't like that. He like young girls who they are children. You see the word young? He like her to be young and she have to be virgin, and the purpose is to play with her. In other way, to sport with her. I don't know what kind of a sport that will be exactly. So why you Muslims are angry from the poor Nouman Khan? He did nothing of what your prophet did. I mean, you Muslims are really hypocrite. You have the most crazy sex maniac prophet in the top of this earth, and yet you are upset from this poor guy Nouman Khan. May Allah bless his private part and give him all the strength to do his mission. You Muslims are really hypocrites. You know, when somebody follows someone like Muhammad, he spent his life just making chapters in the Quran, having sex with women. I mean, when the prophet can pray, when a man he have all those women, and women they are giving themselves to the prophet, and any women she can give herself. And by the way, any women she can give herself, this was a special license for the prophet. Man, I wish I can get a license like that. I mean, not only me, I'm sure Nouman Khan he like that. You know, the poor Nouman Khan, he have like now he is dating 3-4 girls together. So what? Imagine if Nouman Khan he can get this license here. Let us read the license again. So beautiful. I love the Quran, by the way. By the way, guys, each time I read the Quran, I feel like my chest is relaxing. You know, I have big muscles, so they are, you know, they are stiff, and but when I read the Quran, I feel like I relax, because look at this, look at the wisdom. Any believing woman, she gave herself to the prophet. Just to tell you the benefit of this, let us say you have a mother-in-law and she is driving you crazy, and the prophet is alive, and you are from Pakistan. Do you know what you do to get rid of your mother-in-law? Just tell her, convince her, show her this verse in the Quran, say go and give yourself to the prophet. He's in Mecca. Man, oh man, she will never see her again. She will take the flight, I mean the first camel, and she will fly with the speed of slow speed of camel, and she will go to the prophet and she will knock at his door. Who is it? It's me. Who is that? Sorry, I don't speak Arabic. I am from Pakistan. My name is Shisha Mima. I want to give myself to the prophet. All right. Are you fat or skinny? Depend. What do you mean? You know, before lunch I'm skinny. After lunch I'm fat. All right. That's logical. All right. How tall are you? Depend. What do you mean? Well, if you wear my high heels, I'm really tall. Without them, I am just 4 foot tall. That's logical too. I like the way you think. All right. How many teeth you have? Depend. What do you mean? Well, depending on my husband, you know, if he beat me a lot, I will lose all my teeth from the first day. I mean, what kind of a prophet this prophet is? And you Muslims are eating this poor Nouman Khan alive for having some sexual dates with some women. So what? I'm so upset. I have a friend who taught me what upset mean. Anyone knows what upset mean? My friend, actually, he's a very wonderful person. I just remember him. He's an African American. He is really a good man, very good man, and he teach English. So he told me that the word upset is coming from the cowboy time, when you sit in the top of the horse, he, you know, like when you sit up, he get up and sit, like up down up down up down. So that is upset. It's coming from the cowboy sitting in the top of the wild horse to train him. Now, if anyone is upset because Nouman Khan is practicing his right as a wild horse who wanna jump over any female horse he like, as the Quran taught him, I mean, you Muslims have a problem. Isn't him allowed lawfully to have 4 women in the same time? So what he did? What he did? I challenged any Muslim to tell me one thing unlawful according to Islam he did practice. Your Prophet Muhammad, he went to the house of Zainab, and Zainab, she was married. Was what? She was married. And he used to go inside the house when the husband is not there. Are you sure? Absolutely. I can show you the reference right now. And not only that, when he went inside the house, according to the filters and use of Muhammad, filtered by Muslims, imagine this is after filtration. When Muhammad, he was in the house of Zainab one day, according to the story, he said to her, "Oh mommy, oh mommy, mommy blue, my heart beat here for you. Oh mommy, my heart, my heart." The Prophet, he said to a married woman, "My heart is beating for you." So why you Muslims are not upset from the Prophet going to the house of his own son from adoption, a man who is married legally, officially, according to Islam, to a woman, her name is Zainab bint Jahsh, which means the daughter of the donkey, and none of you get upset? You Muslims really are really hypocrites. And not only this, look what the verse here says. I like, by the way, the Muslim translation. Look at this. Here it says, "And any believing women." Seriously, the Muslim translation is really funny. "And any believing women who dictates her soul." Are you sure? The women who they are coming to the Prophet, they are dictating their soul or their vagina, Muslims? What soul? What? She dictate her soul? But this is about sex. This is a spiritual sex. Mashallah. That's deep. That's very deep. And you know, like, you see, now I know how much I'm missing in my life. Sexual, no, just my English doesn't help me, man. I don't know what to say. I wish you guys speak Chinese. I can, because I'm very fluent in China. You should see me. We should see me when I was in China. Guys, in China, in the airport, nobody. You know what? Nobody. No, nobody. 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 No. Nobody. No English. Nobody. No. You tell the girl in the airplane, "I want some water." She bring you beer. I ask her for water again. She bring me second beer. I ask her for water again. "I'm thirsty, man. I'm getting drunk." I don't want beer no more. And the beer, the Chinese beer is so big. It's like a big watermelon. And I said water, and she bring me beer again. I said, this is not water, this is beer. And she said, I have no idea. And she still bring me beer. So I stood up and I went to where the small kitchen they have, and I got my own water by my hand. But now, as long we learned that the Prophet was not interested really in those women vagina, he is looking for women dictating their soul. Women dictating their soul? Because in Arabic it says wahabat nafsaha. Yeah, but nafsaha here does not mean soul. You either translator. Nafsaha, which means she offered herself, not her soul. I think the translator Yusuf Ali, he was using Google, but at that time there was no Google. Anyway, let it go. So any believing woman, she offered herself to the Prophet. Not like Trump. You know, Trump, he put sanctions. You see, Trump, he said women from Syria, from Somalia, from Iran, they cannot enter the White House. I mean America. The Prophet, he is not racist. Any women, she wanna give herself to the Prophet, she have no panties, she is welcome. And then it says here that this is only for thee. Look. Now I know why they are upset from Nouman Khan, because this is not allowed for him, it's allowed to the Prophet. It is the Prophet, any woman she can give herself to himself, but not Nouman Khan. This is a license only for the Prophet, any woman she can give herself. I wish I can get that job. I mean, imagine yourself, you are a prophet, man. You are the Prophet Muhammad. Every day, from the morning, you open your door, you find a long line of women. And all of them, they are saying, take me, baby. Call me, baby, you know. The Prophet, who is the best example for the Muslim, there's no shame for the Muslim that they have such a one who says such a thing. But the poor Nouman Khan is guilty. Well, you Muslims are really hypocrite. Nouman Khan even don't claim to be a sheikh. May Allah shake you all. I forgot Allah can shake nothing. He's an idol. The poor guy, he never claimed to be a prophet. He never claimed to be anything. I mean, like the So how come suddenly you became, people of morality and appropriate and inappropriate when you have a prophet like this? This does not offend you. Not only this, if we go, guys, to the book of Al-Qurtubi, you will see that Ibn al-Arabi, he said that if the prophet, his eyes fall into a woman, her husband, he must divorce her immediately. What? Let me repeat again slowly. If the prophet, his eyes fall into a woman, so let us say a woman, her name shish kebab. I like shish kebab, to be honest with you. And then shish kebab walk in front of you, and she have like some nice features, like as an example, she have 2 horns in her head. She have 5 kilograms of makeups, as all the Muslim women do. Like the women she go in the show with Shabir Ali. Did you see Shabir Ali, guys? How come they are not upset from Shabir Ali? The Prophet of Islam, he says that women who take hair from their face, they are going to go to hell. A woman who put perfume or makeup in the front of a stranger, she is a whore. Nobody is talking about Shabir Ali. What's wrong with those Muslims? So I want to defend the brother Nouman Khan, and I say to you, no, brother Nouman Khan, don't worry, be happy. I love this song. I'm serious. I like this song. No, I mean, sometimes I lose my ability to speak correct English. What baba baba? Yeah, don't worry, be happy. If Muhammad he like your wife, and he told you I will give you 5 to divorce her, don't worry, be happy. If Nouman Khan tried to copy what the prophet used to do, don't worry, be happy. If you send daughter to the mosque and she get pregnant in the mosque, don't worry, be happy. If you adopt a son and then you go to visit him and then you like his wife, don't worry, I mean, this is amazing, so beautiful. First, the song is so positive, and it doesn't matter what happened to you, it's encouraging. Even if Muhammad is your father in adoption and he is sleeping with your wife, don't worry, be happy. And yet the Muslims are upset from the poor Nouman Khan. Nouman Khan, he never say he's a prophet. He never said anything. I mean, this guy is just making fun of those stupid Muslims doing business. As all of them, you know, like he grew a beard, but his beard is acceptable, is not like Shabir Ali. By the way, I made a video about him. I don't know if you saw the video. Man, this video took me many hours. This software for editing take for a lot of time. I made a video. Nouman Khan, he said that American movies are all of it is copied from the Quran, including Spider-Man. Do you believe it? I mean, myself, I was shocked when I saw that Spider-Man. Even Spider-Man is in the Quran. Yeah, you're right. There's a chapter in the Quran about spider. Yep. There's a movie. It's called The Death Chair. Right. And then you find that the Quran have a chapter. It's called the chair chapter. Absolutely. There's a movie. It's called Mad Cow. There's a big chapter in the Quran. It's called the cow chapter. And this is the chapter which is I really hate very much, because once I was in India and I was speaking in front of, like, I don't know the number, it was 21 million Hindus. No, I think it was 220 millions. You know, we Arab, we don't exaggerate anyway. So a bigger crowd, and by mistake I said to those Hindus, do you know that the biggest chapter in the Quran is all the Hindu, man, they went crazy. All the 200 million Hindus, I think it was 210 millions they are watching. All of them, they converted to Islam right away. They could not believe it that the biggest chapter in the Quran is the cow chapter. So all the movies, according to Nouman Khan, is copied from the Quran. And you know, and I was saying to myself, this guy, he was speaking about the story of Moses, but as I know, the story of Moses exists in the Old Testament long before Muhammad was born. I mean, how this guy he come to his mind that this is a story taken from the Quran? Just because the cartoon somebody is holding a staff, nothing there about Moses, by the way. Nothing there is about Moses. But in the story, there's a river and there's a guy holding a staff, and for his conclusion, it come to be Moses. Don't worry, be happy. So this guy, I have to say, he is kind of a creative in order to fool those Muslims. And I believe that all this accusation against him is not justified, even though there's a lot of proofs of what he's doing, but still he have the right, I believe, as a Muslim, to date up to 4 women in the same time, and even to sleep with them. I can show you a lot of reference of women they have sex before marriage in Islam, and that was no problem. You know, and the best example for mankind is the Prophet Muhammad. So if you want to judge Nouman Khan, you better then see how many women he wanna sleep with, or he slept with. I don't know. I cannot talk of myself. Comparing to the Prophet, you will find that this guy, he did nothing yet. He's not even 1/2 billion%. So Muslim, shame on you. Be fair and leave Britney alone. If there is any Muslim who would like to call me and tell me, you see, I can read the article of brother Nouman Khan. I will call him brother because I feel like me and him, we have the same problem. Me and him, most of the time I feel like I'm Muhammad. I want to have like all the women in the world. So like, I feel today I'm getting closer to him, closer to Allah, closer to him, and closer to Muhammad. I think we can make like we can make a new organization. Do we have any Muslim here is against what I said? Don't you agree? You Muslims are not being fair. You follow a prophet who made chapters. Look here it says that if and those women who they offered themselves to the prophet, you may differ or turn away any one of them if you want them. I mean, that's amazing. Not only he gave himself a license that any women she want to give herself, she can give herself. No, he can delay them, or maybe he can refuse, because what if she is not beautiful? Here we go. He said any women. He made a mistake, and now women, they are start to come from everywhere. So what this guy, the poor guy Nouman Khan, he did nothing. You Muslims are seriously sick. If you want to practice, if you are really honest, you should practice the same rule you practice in Nouman Khan on your prophet, and then you will find that Islam is a stupid idiot. Anyone who follow it, he is a scumbag. There's no way a human being, he have little morality or moral, he can do that. The Muslim, they come to us and they say, do you know that the daughter of Lut, they have sex with their father? Do you remember? Okay. And what does that supposedly mean? Your Bible teaching incest. My Bible is not teaching incest. Does not teach that. The Bible is reporting what they did. It's not teaching anything. It's your Quran who says that the wife of Lut was a whore, and the wife of Noah, she was a whore too, because the Quran says khanatuhuma, which means they are betraying them. And not only that, I can show you from the Quran right now, right here, that the Quran allow you to have sex with your daughter as long as she is a daughter from adultery. So if Nouman Khan, he have sex with those women, I don't know if he did or not yet, and one of them she got pregnant, according to the Sharia law, he can have sex with the women, which is his girlfriend, and his daughter from that woman. And I changed a Muslim to say to me, this is not true. Who is a Muslim here wanna say that? Who is a Muslim, he have the courage to say that it's not true, that in Islam you cannot do that? Who dare? Huh? Nobody. Look at them. Where are the Muslims? They wanna, I know Shabir Ali will never call me. I know Nouman Khan is busy right now trying to delete his text messages, and I know that Zakir Naik is so busy now, he's putting a face mask so he can grow his beard, for this is the only proof of his knowledge, and he have to maintain it But where is the Muslims who can answer us? Is it true? Is it true, you Muslims, that if you have a daughter from adultery, according to Islam, you can have sex with that daughter? You went link for what? What link? Any Muslim? So anyway, brother Nouman Khan here, he made an article to defend himself, and I found that Nouman really he did a good job refuting the Muslims about the way they are talking to him. And what I understand from this article, he is saying, well, Allah himself, he committed crimes and he commits sin. I mean the Prophet, a lot of sin. So what about me? I mean, seriously, you Muslims are not being fair. You remember when the Muslims, they accuse Aisha, may Allah bless her, her things, So when the Muslim, they accuse Aisha that she was sleeping with the guy, his name is Safwan, what Muhammad did? Muhammad did not even investigate. He brought the witnesses and he did beat the hell of them. And he changed the law from 2 witnesses to 4 witnesses. Why? Because there was 3 witnesses. So 3, it was 2 before. Now he make it 4 to make it impossible to prove that his wife, she was, Do we have any Muslim here? And some people, they keep saying, like, I see some comments about brother Nabil. Brother Nabil, my friends, we are Christians. We should not be crying over anyone, for he is in a better place. So please don't stop posting like he passed away. So what? I will pass away and you will pass away and all of us, we will pass away. I mean, is that news? A believer, death for him is a happiness and he was not sad. We will die. And honest to God, I don't care if I die today, I die now, I die tomorrow. Time go fast, so fast. Anyway, I mean, just yesterday I was a kid. Today I am, I am in the age of Nouman Khan, mashallah. So we don't like this drama, No, it's not up to you to say it is his time or not. Don't play God. All right? None of your business, my friend. Don't speak foolish. There's a children who die, infant children who are just 6 months old. It's not his time too. There's no such a thing as called it's not his time. None of your business. And we are always happy for a believer, for death is just a new life for him, not the end of life. And actually, it's better than having suffering from illness and sickness and just and pain for his family. Death is good. Trust me, death is good. Death bring comfort, especially for someone is suffering from sickness, like a bad illness, which is painful. Anyway, here we go. We have somebody in the chat. He is 19, but he feel like he is 63. I think this scenario happened to you because you are listening to much stories about Muhammad. Muhammad's stories will make you feel like you are 63 because Muhammad is full of wisdom. So your wisdom grows so fast. If you stay listening to me, reading for you stories about the Prophet for the coming few months, you will notice that by the end of the year you feel like you are 83, not 63. So anyway, brother Nouman Khan, may Allah bless him and give him a good luck with women. He made a good article here showing uh, how hypocrite the Muslims are. Look what he's saying. I have been speaking about the book of Allah for nearly 20 years. I mean, look how this guy, he defends himself. So because he was speaking about the book of Allah for 20 years, that means he can do whatever he wish. I mean, come on, appreciate him. For one single motivation, yeah, I love this book and I love sharing what I learned about it. I have interacted with hundreds of thousands of individuals, men and women, young and old, around the world, in person, and done so with dignity. I would hope and pray that the countless people I did interact with in person of either gender will testify to the way I conduct myself with them. I mean, this is a good defense. But still, this has have nothing to do with the topic. Already you admitted all the things you are doing. I mean, what the point of this article? Look like this guy, he admitted and then he denied it. I don't know. Do we have any Muslim want to call us? If there's any Muslim would like to call, any Muslim? And as I said, I mean, the guy, he did really nothing. I mean, you know, I have somebody is calling. His name is Muhammad. I don't know what Muhammad want. We have a missed calls too. Huh. Full of shit. Did you hear? This is a Muslim is leaving me a love message. Listen. Full of shit. Oh, that's amazing. What else?
Yes, I'm ready to debate anytime you want. So go ahead, answer the call. I'm not sure why I can't get through to you. You've been talking on YouTube, so let me know.
Okay. This guy is not talking. I don't know why. See, they are leaving me a message, but obviously they are beautiful messages. All right. But no. All right. Any Muslim want to call us? The one who said to me you are full of etc. Well, I don't know. I think this is not now. This is an older message. Anyway, I don't want to speak to someone is very his mouth is dirty. Any Abdul? Anyone? Anyway, so you know the Muslims really are not fair with this guy. This guy is 10 times better than his prophet, and he did not even practice 1% of Islam yet. He is allowed to have sex with 4 women in the same time, and this is his right to practice, and you Muslims are a bunch of idiots. Hello.
Good evening, CP.
How are you, my friend?
Question. I'm
Yeah.
not sure how.
Okay, hold on. The question is for me or for Nouman Khan?
Oh, sorry for you.
Oh, for me, because Nouman Khan is here. He can answer you. He's just texting some girls, but he will be with us momentarily. So, what the question?
I think I prefer the expert.
All right.
My first question, it's something I've been wondering about for a long while. It's to do with Surah 4:171, where we're told that Allah's word is
Surah 4 verse what?
4:171.
All right.
Where the Arabic says that Allah's word was thrown to Maryam. Does that sound odd to an Arabic speaker, or is this legitimate?
Okay, I think this guy, by the way, somebody he worked for Nouman Khan. He called me on purpose to change the topic. Did you notice what he did? I think Nouman Khan, he sent him to call me and he changed the topic. I know the plan. All right, no problem, my friend. I will answer you. All right, this is the only question you have?
Well, I got this one and another one afterwards. No, still there?
No, I'm not there. I'm gone. Okay, find the second question. Find the second question and call me back, my friend. Take your time. Now he asked about chapter 4 verse 171, which is about that Allah he sent down to Mary his word, and he's asking about the word in Arabic, which is, it says alqaha. Alqaha is the same as a throwing down something, you know. So it's not like you throw into a direction, and because supposedly Allah in heaven, so obviously it's coming from above, coming down. However, the Muslims, they have always their own interpretation of anything in the Quran, and the Muslims don't even agree with the interpretation of anything in the Quran. As an example, if you ask Nouman Khan about interpretation of this, Nouman Khan, he will quote for you interpretation we never heard of before, not even from Zakir Naik. If you ask Zakir Naik, he will quote for you interpretation we never heard before, not even from Nouman Khan. And if you ask Jabir Ali, he will give you interpretation we never heard of before, not even from Obama. So every Muslim, he have his own interpretation, because this is a very lousy religion, and their prophet himself never have interpretation for anything he said. And because of that, everybody can give you his own conspiracy, not explanation. Because you see, the books of interpretation in Islam is not meant to give interpretation as much it's meant to defend a situation, a statement, but not really to explain it. I never found a chapter in the Quran is explained, and if there is any, you will find that the explanation end always that it's been said and it's been said and it's been said and it's been said and it's been said, and some they said. So okay, what is really, which one of those said is the one we should listen to? So it's like, you know, interpretation of the Quran is like you go to the grocery store and in the shelf you have endless number of a product for the same verse. Everybody have his own interpretation, and then you choose which one you like most, and then, you know, based on your luck. Yeah. No, I don't want to talk about Nouman Khan. You know, I decided to be friend with this guy after what happened. You see, I'm single, and women are not talking to me, and I'm sick of it. Maybe if I go with this guy, my luck can change. Obviously, he is doing great. The only people who are texting me mostly is boys. Like this guy, he just called me now. Have you ever heard of a girl calling me? I mean, why? Where is the Muslims? Even the Muslims, when they call, the one who call me, they are guys. I mean, my luck is really zero. Well, what you can say. In the Middle East, we say always that God, he gave meat to those who have no teeth. No, I'm not really, I'm not too much picky about version or not. Like, you know, I am the same as the Prophet Muhammad. We take everything, versions, non-version, used, abused, short, tall, it doesn't matter, you know. Look, I like what the Prophet he said in this chapter here. Any women, look with me, look. Any believing women, for me in my scenario, I don't care if she's believing or not. You see, I'm more like I like international. The Prophet is international prophet, yes, but he have still conditions. He's picky. He's picky. Believe in women. But because the Prophet he have a lot of offering, so he became picky. In my case, I mean, I have zero offering anyway. You know, so you open the door wide and nobody come anyway. I scare nobody, you know. Honest to Allah. What's your name? What this guy name? Think it twice. Look at his name. This guy, his name. Think it twice. Okay, let me think about it twice. And any believing women who dictate her soul. You see the translation, dictate her soul. The verse is speaking about having sex, and the Muslim they say dictate her soul. What, she will be a nun? What does that mean exactly? Those women who offer themselves to the Prophet, are they going to be a Catholic nun? What do you mean Muslim should dictate her soul? I mean, seriously, you Muslims are really weird. Your translation is crazy, your interpretation is more crazy, and your understanding is beyond crazy. Dictate her soul? So women, they come to the Prophet house and they knock at the door and say, Prophet, I want to give you my soul. Do you want me? Do you? Do you want me? Do you? Do you want me? Do you want me? Do you? And the Prophet, he says, sure, I will take you. Give me your soul. The Prophet is not interested in their soul. What soul? The whole religion of Islam have nothing to do with soul or spirituality. All of it, it's about vagina, sex, penis, gold, silver, bracelet, and pillows. What is driving me crazy more is the pillows. I mean, imagine God, he promised me in the heaven he will give me a pillow. Do you know how many pillows I have in my bed? Take one. You want me to believe in you, to go to heaven in the 7-Eleven, behind the 7 midget, under the 7 seas, and travel all this distance to go inside the 7 tube, and then I meet the 7 president and the 7 angels. They ask me questions in the grave, and they ask me, what's your religion? And who is this guy? And who is God? And then after all of this, you say to me, I'm going to give you a pillow? I mean, seriously, the God of Islam is weird. Look, he gave all the good things to Muhammad. Any woman, she gave herself to the Prophet. Bingo. And for us, he will give us a pillow. Yeah, right. Look there, Ruben is Ruben, do you know there's a woman, her name is Khawla bint Hakim? Khawla, she used to find women to the Prophet. Come on, don't do the same. What do you mean so find the women? What? Come on. Khawla is the one who told Muhammad, according to some reference about Aisha. Khawla is told Muhammad about Sauda. Even Khawla herself, she offered herself to the Prophet. You believe it? The same woman she bring him girls to sleep with is the same woman who offer himself, and the funny she is his auntie in the same time. Let us see. Khawla. Where is the letter T? I cannot find the letter T in my keyboard. Here we go. I have funny layout stickers, plastic stickers, you lay them out on the top of the keyboard in Arabic. All right. Where is... Hold on. Look at this hadith here. Let me share this hadith with you. Yahya related to me from Malik from that the guy, his name is Rabia, he made a temporary marriage women pregnant. He made what? He made a temporary women married pregnant. Umar al-Khattab went out in dismay, dragging his clock, saying, this temporary marriage, had I come across it, I would have ordered stoning and done away with it. What? So why the Quran allowed it then? If the temporarily, this is not marriage, it doesn't say marriage anywhere, it says muta. What marriage? This is obviously, it's a sex contract for fun. So why Umar is disgusted from this temporary marriage? If it is disgusting, why Allah allowed it in the Quran? If this guy Nouman Khan, he decided to do muta, I challenge any Muslim to show me one reference says that Allah he forbid muta again. The Quran in chapter 4 verse 24 is so clear that muta is lawful and halal. All right. Those who they are accusing brother Nouman Khan that he is speaking in his text about sex, he have the right to do so. Look at this text message the Prophet here received in his new iPhone 8. Khawla bint Hakim, she came to the Prophet and she said to him, she asked the Messenger of Allah about a woman who sees in her dream that which a man sees. Oh mommy, mommy blue, oh mommy blue. I mean, look at this, man. Look at this. Women, they are texting the Messenger of Allah, asking him, hey Prophet, yesterday I saw a wet dream and I got so horny and I have orgasm. So what I should do? So why you Muslims are upset from sex texting from Nouman Khan if the Prophet himself receiving those text messages? Huh? If you go right now and type here, let me show you. I will switch to English so you guys can type in English. If we search for wet dream, let's see what we will find. Muslims, are you reading with me? All those text messages the Prophet you receive about wet dreams? I asked the messenger of Allah, PBUH, I think this is Nouman Khan before he changed his name, about women who has wet dreams. He said, if she sees water, let her do washing. If she sees water, where? Huh? What is that? Look at this hadith here. Let us say Nouman Khan is the prophet of Allah and he received this text message. Are you Muslims going to accuse him of sexting? Look at this. Salama, that woman said, O messenger of Allah, Allah is not shy to tell the truth. You see, don't be shy, come on. Does a woman perform ghusl, which means washing? I mean, the Muslim translation is very funny. They translate everything except the word ghusl. And how in the world we will know what ghusl now mean? So ghusl mean washing. If she has a wet dream, look like in the time of the Prophet, women, they were seeing a lot of wet dreams. It's looked like every woman there is like horny and seeing wet dreams. Hey, by the way, Muslims, those Muslim women, when they see wet dreams, is it halal? I think you think it twice. I mean, look, this guy, think twice. He is deep. Look. He said, wet dream, it's about seeing water in her panties. I mean, this guy is a philosopher. You can make interpretation for. Thank you. You make. Why you don't make an interpretation book? Because you got it right. MashaAllah, Allahu Akbar. If we ask brother Nouman what wet dream mean, and women she saw water, Nouman, he will say to you, well, obviously she saw water in that, you know. No, not her nose. Down. I mean, you guys are really hard. Okay, it's not. No, it's not her nose. No, water down. She saw a dream. What her nose have to do with this? I mean, those guys are really naive. So she saw a wet dream, and now the women, the Muslim women, she is worried. She is seriously worried. Should she wash her vagina or not? And who is better to tell us if she should wash or not except the Prophet, who is the sixth consultant of the town? Prophet, assalamu alaikum wa alaikum assalam. Prophet, with your wisdom and your knowledge and your connection, a special connection with Allah. My wife yesterday, she saw a very I don't know how to explain to you. It was a very wet dream. I mean, the bed was really flooded. Are you serious? Yes, it was like a leak. She was leaking. So, Prophet, the question is here. I'm not worried really about she's dreaming about what or who. It might be the neighbor anyway, but I'm worried about should she wash her. That's astonishing. I mean, that's amazing. You see, I can imagine that the Prophet, may Allah bless his soul, in his house he have a sign over every room, like this room, sexual consultant, the other room, nipples consultant, the third room, because you remember the hadith about the breastfeeding for adult. Who remember the hadith about the breastfeeding for adult? A woman, she came to the Prophet. I mean, this guy, he is very creative. I have to admit, you know. A woman, she came to the Prophet and she said to him, you know, my husband is upset because this guy, he is looking at me in a dirty way. What's happening? Who is this guy? Supposedly he is one of her slaves, and maybe he is horny. So she wanted the help of the Prophet. And you know the Prophet, he is the kind who have a very sweet heart. He cannot resist helping others. Sometimes I feel the same way, honestly, you know. But let us say he is more lucky. So the woman, she came to him and she said, the prophet, this guy is looking at me in a dirty way. I mean, look, this guy, he look at my bum, he look at my breast, he look at my, obviously there's something fishy there. So what I should do? The prophet, who is the most amazing wise man in history. There is a philosopher, he's from Japan, by the way. His name is Mr. Toyota Suzuki Yama I do lie Yama. It's very well known. Just search his name, Toyota Suzuki Yama I do lie Yama, and his sister Yamaha. He said that the prophet is the most wise man in history, and the proof is what you are going to see right now. This woman, she is in trouble. She have a guy. Obviously, he wanna, like he wanna have sex with her, and she have a husband who is jealous too, and she do not know what to do. So she went to the prophet, who can solve any problem in the blink of an eye. Sometimes even before he blink, he fix it. So the prophet, after she said to him what she said, the prophet of Allah, he said to her, breastfeed him. Look at this. Look at this. You Muslims are upset from Nouman Khan. If Nouman Khan now is visiting Sahla bint Suhail and he jump in her lap and he starts suckling her nipples, are you Muslims going to accuse him of something bad? Huh? Are you ignorant? It is lawful for a Muslim man to suckle the breast and the boobs of any woman he wish, as long she is a woman. So why are you Muslims upset from this guy? This guy, he did nothing, absolutely nothing. And you know what? I like this. I love it. Actually, I wanted to open a drive-through breastfeeding for adult, but I don't have the money. I'm not lucky. I told many people, can you join me? Can you support me? We can make shares. We can join the stock market, man. Imagine this project, a drive-through breastfeeding, and we put a signature like Nouman Khan Day, like this is for free. And you can imagine this business will be booming like crazy. And you know what I will do? I thought about it deeply. And when I think deeply, I'm really so good in that, So I thought about it, and I was thinking to make like windows for breast, like Muslim women, they put their boobs. And by the way, we will not hire, don't worry. We will not hire any women, she have a small ones. She had to have big one like cows, because Muslims, they love cows. Yeah, they love cows. The biggest chapter in the Quran is the cow chapter. You can ask the guy, his name Rabbi Tuiva, so what's his name, singer, whatever his name. So we will make windows, because we are Muslim conservative. So the drive-through, they will not see the face of the women, because the hadith says they can only suckle her breast. Hello. They cannot kiss her lips. They cannot touch her, No. We are very conservative. So the women, nothing will be shown of her except her breast. So she will be wearing burqa, and then we will make an open window for her breast, and like her nipples, like boing, and you can imagine how everybody will be happy. Customers will be happy. Women, they will be happy. Health will be better for the nation, because do you know how healthy it is to suckle women nipples? It's very healthy. According to scientific study, 99.99999 of men who suckle women's breast, they don't get hungry during daytime. I mean, this is a prophet. You Muslims upset from Nouman Khan, and you are not upset from a prophet. He make a chapter in the Quran, verses in the Quran, saying that a Muslim woman, she can give her boobs to a stranger and he can suckle it. So suddenly you Muslims have morality. Where is your morality when Muhammad he says that? I don't know, this guy here, Part Connolly, he is saying things that's confusing me. He's saying 100% of men who suckle women of breast never get pregnant. Who is the one getting pregnant, the man or the women? I'm really confused here. You make it clear, please. Oh, and the Muslims are upset from Nouman Khan. I can't believe it. Look how open-minded your prophet is, and look how close-minded the Muslims are. Well, I have a bad news for you, my friend. According to the prophet, the Muslim man will get pregnant in the heaven. Don't you know that? The prophet, he said, إذا اشتهى المؤمن المسلم الولد في الجنة فإن حمله ووضعه في ساعة. Let me show you. Yeah, a Muslim man in the heaven will get pregnant and he will deliver the boy in 1 hour. Let me get you the hadith. But by the way, why you remind me about this? I mean, I'm changing topic now. Oh man, I think this guy is working for Nouman Khan. He sent him, so we change the topic. Yep. All right. Look at this hadith. It was narrated from Abu Sa'id al-Khudri, Sa'id al-Khudri, that the Messenger of Allah, SAW, which means Allah pray on him and salute him, said, and take a note, he said, when a believer he want a child, he will be conceived and born and growing up according to his desire. This translation is really weird. Hold on. Let me get them busted with their translation. Read with me. The same hadith. The Prophet said, the believer when he desire a child in paradise, he shall be carried in pregnant, and the baby will be born and complete in 1 hour. Do you see it? So imagine you go to heaven to visit Nouman Khan or Shabir Ali, and Nouman Khan like, hey Nouman Khan, what's happened? You ate a watermelon or what? No, a breathnet. What? How you get a breathnet? Long story, but don't worry, it's short story in the same time, because I will deliver the baby in 1 hour. In Arabic it says clearly, إذا ما اشتهى المؤمن في الجنة الولد كان حمله ووضعه وسنه في ساعة. And not only this, his teeth will grow. The man will be pregnant, and he will deliver the baby, and the baby will have teeth. All of this together in 1 hour. And this is why I call it the Islamic microwave. The Prophet was the first microwave maker in history. But what is confusing me, how the Muslim man will deliver the baby. Man, that will hurt. Do we have any Muslim here? Do we have any Muslim? I hope Allah will provide them with Vaseline, you know, because I mean, a man and his breath net. Imagine Shabir Ali is a breath net, and now he will deliver it after 1 hour. By the time you go to the pharmacy to buy him some Vaseline, Shabir Ali will be 2 pieces. Let us go back to breastfeeding for adult, because I like this topic more. I'm serious. Like, you know, when I read this hadith, I feel home. I feel like I'm in the Middle East again. You see, in the West, they accuse us, Arab, that we are very close-minded and we are crazy fanatic. Yeah, right. Look at this, look at this. The Prophet himself ordering their women. And by the way, when a guy, he is a big sheikh, excuse me, a big doctor, he made a fatwa about breastfeeding for adult. The Muslims were so upset. But why the Muslims are upset? Muslims, why you are upset? Let me I will find you the fatwa. Breast feeding for adult fatwa. Oh, I'm typing in Arabic again. But thanks to Google, even you type in Arabic, still we got. All right. Look at this. Islamic adult breastfeeding fatwa. All right. BBC News. BBC. We. Oh. And the Muslims, they get so upset from this guy, but this guy, he did nothing wrong. He just taught what the Prophet he did. But because the Muslims today, they cannot imagine, and many of them do not know those stories, that the Prophet himself, yes, he ordered women to do breastfeeding for adult. Yes, he did. And not only this Egyptian guy who is a dean or a big scholar in the University of Al-Azhar, he did. Even Saudi scholars, they agree with this. Moroccan scholars, they agree with this. I mean, why Muslims are upset? Even there was a verse in the Quran about a breastfeeding for adult, and supposedly a goat ate it. Yes, it was the goat who ate the verse. But Muslims, because they cannot handle the truth, the same as what happened with my friend and brother Nouman Khan, they could not handle the truth that this guy is practicing his right as a Muslim. The Prophet, he can do more. He can go crazy. He can sleep with any woman. The Prophet, he ordered his men and his women, they can give breastfeeding for adult, to the point even Aisha, she hired her sister to work as a breastfeeding secretary. I'm serious. Breastfeeding secretary. This is what happened. So any woman, any man, when I enter upon Aisha, he have first to suckle from the breast of Aisha's sister. And I find this very astonishing. And I don't care really what those Christians they say about the Prophet, but obviously the Prophet, he is coming in the wrong timing. You see, Muhammad should be born today. Maybe not even today, in like maybe 50 years from now. Because until now, nobody is teaching breastfeeding yet. Only the Prophet of Allah 1400 years ago. It is a miracle. What's wrong with you? Why? I mean, guys, show some respect, please. The Prophet, he do that for a reason. By the way, if there is any Muslim can tell us the reason for this order of the Prophet, that Muslim women, they can give their breast. If brother Nouman Khan, may Allah bless his cell phone, which he is using for da'wah, if he did have a breastfeeding for adult with a woman, the neighbor of the neighbor, or a student of those, he have thousands of women who attend his seminars. If he practice adult feeding, breastfeeding for adult with any of them, do you think he is breaking the law of the Prophet? Obviously he's not. As you see, this is the teaching of your Prophet. So what the problem? You know, always, once I was talking to a Muslim guy, you know, like I debated thousands and thousands of them, and even Muslim women, but honestly, I never had any Muslim woman she offered me breastfeeding, at least, you know, like lately. Because I remember once the Muslim, they sent me a woman and she opened her camera for me, and supposedly she is a Mexican, she want to convert to Islam, but later I found that she is a Moroccan woman, and the Muslim, they sent her to me thinking maybe they can, she can tempt me, seduce me, something like that, you know, to do Nouman Khan stuff. But later I discovered that she is a scam. She is just a Moroccan woman sent by the Muslims. Muslims are willing to do anything to take you down, anything, if they can. However, Muslims, those things doesn't take me down. I mean, I'm not Nouman Khan, number one. Number two, I'm not a bishop, I'm not a priest, I am just a Christian prince, and none of you can debate me about your cult. If there is one single Muslim can give me a reason for the Prophet of Islam to order an adult growing woman to give her breast to a growing adult man, you will be the hero. Any Muslim can do that? I challenge you Muslims to give me a reason. A woman, she have a problem that a man is looking at her in a dirty way, and her husband is not liking that. Why the Prophet, he ordered the women to give her boobs to the stranger? Somebody is asking why the Muslim, they want to debate James White, not me, because James White, he give them breastfeeding, not debate. He offered them free milk. Any Muslim? Who is a Muslim is willing to call me live right now? By the way, Muslims, they keep saying Christian prince got busted, Christian prince lost the I mean, I lose always. Still, they will not debate me. There's a guy in Facebook. This guy is getting smarter. So he's, you remember the video I made about Allah swear by afternoon? Allah swear by afternoon. So I post this video, and this Abdul, he answered me saying, well, you know what, Allah is swearing by what he created. What? Allah is swearing by what he created? Is afternoon created? Do you Muslims have a brain? Afternoon is created? Any afternoon here? By the way, Muslims, you can find me always in YouTube 3 days a week afternoon in the created time by Allah. Since when afternoon is created? And why Allah wanna swear by the afternoon? What is unique about it? I swear by the noon and afternoon, I swear by 7:30 p.m. I swear. Allah is swearing a great mighty oath. And what is the oath? He swear by afternoon. I mean, shouldn't you think deeply about it? Afternoon? It must be something fishy there. What exactly is unique about the afternoon to the point Allah himself swearing by afternoon? Why not before noon? Any brave Muslim? Who is a brave? By the way, if you call me, I will not ask you questions. You choose a topic and feel free. Honestly, I'm serious. Any Muslim, he can or he wish to speak about a certain topic, no problem. You want to talk about the Prophet, you want to talk about Nouman Khan, as long you are a Muslim, you are welcome. Whatever you want. I really don't care. All what I want from you, if you call me, stay with your topic. Don't jump. I saw a website have a lot of talk about Nouman Khan. Look like the Muslims are going crazy about this story here. You know, the funny, the Muslims are really weird. I mean, Islamic countries are being destroyed. There's no security, there's no safety, there's no jobs, there's no businesses, there's no food, there's no electricity, there's no medicine, there's no, and they are worried about Nouman Khan. Those people are really weird. Nouman Khan is what is making you worry? Anyone is asking any question? If you know any Muslim he claimed to be a scholar and he would like to call me and debate me, not necessarily now, anytime, no problem. Please feel free. All right. We do not need to consider it as even as a debate. We can have it like a chat. I don't really like debates, especially the way they do it in like in ABN TV or all the kind of those forums, like 10 minutes for him and 10 minutes for me. I don't like that. This is not a debate. This is a joke. They go and they print 1,000 paper and they put it in the front of them in the table, and everybody he start reading from his papers which he printed from the internet, and there's no scholar there. Thank you, Tony, for helping me with my English. I like dialogue. You see, Tony, he gave me the correct word. I think Tony, he found it in the Quran, because Allah You see, Allah in the Quran, He have two ways to talk. He have dialogue and monologue. But most likely, Allah always have monologue. He talked to Himself. As an example, just to show you. Always in the Quran, Allah asks the question and He answer Himself. I mean, isn't it beautiful? This God is something, man. He asked the question, He give the question, He give the answer. He remind me of the Dean show. This guy in the Dean show, what his name, Yusuf State. He received a phone call, but nobody can hear it, only him. So he say, hello, yes, okay, all right, mashallah, alhamdulillah, all right, okay, my friend, I'm going to answer you, but nobody is calling. I mean, this is a TV station. Why you don't put the voice of the guy and let everybody hear the question? What because there's nobody is calling, so they want to make it like we have a program and people are calling. So hello, have you ever heard of a TV station? They are receiving phone calls by cell phone and nobody can hear the call. Okay. Yeah, I get you. Yeah. Okay. I mean, Abdul, do you think we are anyway? Look at this. Chapter 55 is one of the most amazing chapters in the Quran. Look. Read it and see how crazy this Quran is. Almost the whole chapter is one verse, and the same verse appearing over and over and over and over. I mean, this God is something. Look at this. This verse appear all over in the same chapter. Let me scroll down. Look how beautiful it is. Look. Allah repeating Himself. I mean, obviously this God, He have nothing to say. It's like a rap song, you know. Yesterday I catch a cat and she was chasing the rat and he was really so fat. How you can deny the favor of your Lord? Can you deny? Like, what is that? That's so hard, man. The same sentence, the same line, the same verse, over and over and over. I mean, that's deep. You know what? I'm thinking to write my coming book in the same way. Like, you know, I will write in the first page, then which of the favor of a Christian prince you will deny. Second line, which of the favor of a Christian prince you will deny. Now you flip 50 pages after and you expect me to change the topic. No. Right away you will see, then which of the favor of your Christian prince you will deny. I mean, this is the wisdom of the way this Quran is written. Think about it. Why Allah keeps saying the same thing? Why? Because He is Almighty God and He's very wise. All the Muslims will buy it. Don't remind me, this month not many people buying my books. I don't know why. I think because it's winter is coming, you know. The sales is not really, the books are not doing good, so I decided to read the chapter of the chair upside down, and I will call brother Nouman Khan. Maybe he can take a selfie when he is talking to girls with my book. I mean, that will make the book go crazy in all Muslims. What is the word Muhammad made about jinn? I don't know what they mean part. Can you explain what they mean? What the word made about jinn? I'm not sure what does that mean. What Muhammad made up offsprings of the jinn? Yeah. Well, you know, the Quran speak that the genie, he have childrens, and the Muslims, in order to understand how this happened, because remember, when Allah he kicked Adam and Eve from the heaven, he kicked 3 persons, not only 2. You know, not only 2. He kicked 3: Adam and Eve and Iblis or Shaitan. And then after he kicked him, the Quran says that you are going to take him and his you know, his children's as you know, lords. So the Muslims, they were confused how Shaitan is going to have children's. This is chapter 18 verse number 50. Do you see it? Behold, we said that the angels bowed down to Adam. They bowed down except Iblis and was. And by the way, Muslims, I have a question for you. If your God Allah is God, why he is using the word Iblis? Anyone knows what the problem with the word Iblis? Who knows what the problem with the word Iblis? Huh? See, Muhammad is officially an idiot. If Muhammad is a prophet of God, and the Quran, as it says, it is in Arabic words, why Allah is calling the devil Iblis? Any Muslim can explain to us? Do you know, Muslims, what is the origin of this word? If you do not know, go and search it, and you will find that your God is a scam. I'm not heard? Am I heard? Okay, if you don't hear me, you need to do the following. You open the Quran and start reading from the last chapter, or you can read this chapter specifically. Let me take you there temporarily, just to fix the sound, because the Quran have a solution for anything. We are in English. In this verse, chapter 113, it's a few verses, the whole chapter. You can read it yourself. This chapter is so amazing, can solve all your problems, all of them. I seek refuge of the Lord of the daybreak. The Lord of the daybreak. sound fishy in here. From the evil of that which he created. So who is the one who created the evil? Is the Allah, the Lord of the daybreak. From the evil of the darkness and its intense, and from the evil of malignant witchcraft, and from the evil of the invader when they invade. So I think this is what you are suffering from, my friend. This is why you cannot hear me. You have somebody who have a blue eyes who is looking right now at your computer, and he invade, and this is why your computer obviously is not working. I feel sorry for you. This is a better translation here. You will see Muhammad, he is saying he seek refuge from those who blow in the knot. What blow in the knot? Muhammad and his God, they claim that magic is real and the voodoo is real. So at that time, the Arab, if they want to hurt somebody or control somebody, they make a knot specifically for that person. Let us say, let us see which one of you I hate most. Which one? I hate you all anyway. So let us say I hate you all, and I want to control you all. So what I do? I bring a knot, and I say, Borat, Borat, Borat. When I'm tying the knot, I repeat your name and think about you, and I say supposedly some certain witchcraft words like shalalu, shalala, shakashu, mahu, haha, yuhu, yaha. And then before I tie the knot to the end, I blew in it. And that supposedly will control you. And by the way, this is proven by science. As an example, I controlled the electric company, specifically the one who work in the accounting department. Since like 10 years until now, he never sent me the bill for electricity because I did this practice on him. What Muhammad, there's tons of words Muhammad he made, they are not Arabic and nobody heard of them. As an example, do you remember the fatwa issued against what his name, Mr. Mickey Mouse? You remember the Mickey Mouse fatwa? The Muslim, they want to kill Mickey Mouse. Why? Because Mickey Mouse is the enemy of Allah. Where the Muslims they get that? From the hadith. Let me show you. Muhammad, he brought names we never heard of before, and the Arab themselves they never heard of it before. Let me show you. As an example here, it was narrated from Abu Sa'id al-Khudri that the Prophet SAW said, the one of Ihram in Ihram may kill, like during the Ihram is a certain time where you cannot do anything, like certain things are forbidden. You can kill the snake, all right, and the scorpion, all right, and the aggressive predator, okay, and the vicious dog, and the harmful, but here the word is not mouse. You see, the Muslim translation is stupid. Here Muhammad, he used the word fuwaysiqa, fuwaysiqa, as we see it here in Arabic. And just to show you how stupid the translator is, let us see. Let me show you a more clear hadith for the same story. You see all those hadith about killing the what they call him, the was that what they call him in English, the lizard, the house lizard. It's the enemy of Allah. Let us read this hadith before we go to the other hadith I'm looking for. Yahya related to me from Malik from Said. The Prophet said, lock the door, tie the water skin, turn the vessel over or cover it, and put out the lamp. Shaitan does not open a locked door or unite a tied knot or uncover a vessel. A mouse may set a fire to people's house about them. What does that mean? Muhammad saying that the shaitan, he tried to hurt you during your sleep time, and the way he do it, he used one of his well-known soldiers, which is the mouse, and the mouse can burn your house, and the mouse can spoil your food, and the mouse can do magic for you. All of this is done by the help of Mickey Mouse. This is why you see the video, if you search on YouTube, you will see the Muslim sheikh saying that Mickey Mouse should be killed. Let me see here. To make it short, I will change the search. I mean, this search engine is really crazy. Where is the hadith I'm looking for? You see, all those hadith is about the same stories, and Muhammad, obviously, he is obsessed with stupidity. Anyway, just to make it short, the hadith says, Muhammad, he says, like, kill the fawaysiqa. So people, they said to him, and what is the fawaysiqa? Those are Arab, they speak Arabic, but obviously they never heard of what fawaysiqa. Fawaysiqa is, you know, in Arabic, like we say, same as in English, you say, you know, small, smaller, smallest. You know what I mean? So fawaysiqa is a word coming from the word fasiq, which mean like a bad, corrupt, you know, obviously very corrupt. So fawaysiqa is coming from there. So the mouse is a corrupt animal, and the mouse is the enemy of Allah, and she worked for the devil. This is why Muhammad, he ordered them to kill the fawaysiqa. If you remember the story, anyone remember the story of Noah in Islam? In according to Muhammad, when Allah, he told Noah to you know, to take his family and the animals in the ship, a fawaysiqa, which means a mouse, according to Muhammad, she jumped in the ship, and Noah was so upset because he was afraid that this mouse will eat his food. Imagine one mouse will eat all his food. So he was so upset and so sad, and then he was planning to capture a lion to put him in the ship too. So Allah, he made the lion have a very heavy cold. So Noah was able to capture the lion, and he was not even moving because he was so sick from the cold. When Noah, he took the lion to the ship, the lion, he sneezed, and when he sneezed, a cat came from his mouth. a cat, came from the mouth of the lion, and the cat was chasing the mice all the time, and this is how the ship of Noah was saved from the evil planning of the mice, which is really an amazing story and logical. It's explained why we have mice now. Do we have any Muslim don't agree? Any Muslim is upset? Anyone? So all of you Muslims are not upset? All the stories the Prophet, peace upon him, he mentioned, I guarantee you they happen in real life. As an example, the Prophet, he said, he used to imagine himself having sex, but the fact he never did. And that's mean this story is a true story. Happened really in real life. You see it? You see, one of the questions always we need to ask ourselves when somebody claims to be a prophet of God is his mental health. You know what I mean? Imagine you have someone, let us say you are going in the bus somewhere, they don't have a car, and you are going in the bus. Actually, you know, me myself, I used to use the bus, and it was fun because in the bus you meet new people, especially if you are going long distance travel. It's a good opportunity to interact with the new people. So imagine you are in the bus and there's next to you a guy. He was telling you for 10 hours about what he did yesterday with his wives, and that's specifically about sexuality. And then, because some men, they do that, by the way, they speak about their sexual life, they brag about it. So then when you arrive to the station, his wife was waiting there, and he insists to take you home with him. And then the wife, she spoke to him loudly in the kitchen. She said to him, do you remember when the last time we have sex? It was like 10 years ago. Then you said to yourself, man, this guy was telling me all the time in the bus that he was having sex yesterday with his wives. And then the wife, she will say to you, oh, I forgot to tell you, my husband, he imagined himself having sex, but in fact he did not. And this is why I say that the brother Nouman Khan is not guilty. Most likely he was imagining himself and he did not do it. I mean, how you Muslims can follow a prophet like this who even his sex is not real? I mean, what is left? Have you ever heard of somebody have sex with no witnesses? Which mean, because at least you have to have a person with you. I mean, how you can have sex without a person? This guy, he have all those wives for what? Why Muhammad is asking for more women? Any women she give herself to the prophet, more wives, more slaves, but yet he cannot have sex. Hey guys, don't forget to please to subscribe, and if you are already subscribed, don't forget to unsubscribe, because brother Nouman Khan, if you unsubscribe to Christian Prince channel, brother Nouman Khan, he will give you a round trip to there's a conference for sex texting to teach you how to do it. Do you remember the Jewish guy when Muhammad was praying in the funeral And the Jewish guy, he said to him, this is how we do it. The prophet right away, immediately, he said to his followers, sit down, let us act differently. What the heck? A prophet of God changing the way he pray just because there's a guy, he said, this is how we do it. Any Muslim? So if a Christian prince was walking by the prophet in his time, and the prophet was shaking his penis 3 times, as always he told the Muslims, the prophet will not shake it no more, just because I said to him, this is how we do it. What if the prophet was eating using his mouth, and I say to him, this is how we do it? He will eat from where? He will change. I don't know. Muslims, your prophet is really weird, but I like him. I mean, look, all the conspiracy about his sex scandals is proven to be false. Because look at him, this guy even cannot have sex. He imagine. The Christians accuse him having sex with the child, with Aisha, blah blah blah. But the fact, Muhammad, he cannot even make it, stand up even for the anthem. You play music for it, it doesn't work. You play the anthem for it, doesn't work. The only way for the private part of the prophet, may Allah bless his private part, to move is to turn the fan on, and then it's going to move. Imagine you are a person who is going to get married and you have zero experience with women. I mean, like nothing. And you want to learn from the prophet. So you go to the prophet and you say to him, prophet, tomorrow I'm going to have a woman. She will be my wife. So I'm going to have sex with her. And this is the first time in my life. Advise me. The prophet will say to you, imagine yourself having sex. So, prophet, I'm asking you about having sex real. I'm telling you, I'm getting married. He said, my friend, listen to me. I have 13 wives in my rooms. I don't have sex with them. I imagine. And this is what you should do. And then you say to him, prophet, but I am going to be married. Why I want to imagine when I have a real woman? He says to you, which is going to be very shocking answer, and you cannot refute that. He will say to you, well, this is how we do it. How we do it? We imagine it. How we can trust this person to be a prophet of God? This person is not even qualified to be a witness in the court. He's not. If you take to the court, if you are a lawyer, and you bring to the judge any proof from any hospital that one of the witnesses or the witness imagine things never happened, the judge will dismiss you immediately. For you are not qualified to be a witness. Because simply the whole witness is about what? About telling us what you saw. But this guy, he imagined himself. And what is the excuse? The prophet was bewitched, which means the excuse is more ugly from the crime itself. Because now the Muslims are saying to us that we have a bewitched prophet. This is why, by the way, if you have a Muslim in Facebook or Twitter, don't hesitate to say to them, so you are a follower of the bewitched prophet? If the Muslim get upset, he says, why you are saying that? Show him. Christians are infidels? No problem, you can call us infidels, but we don't kiss stones. Especially the stones where they are made in the shape of a vagina. You are a pagan. You go to a stone, you kiss a stone, you walk around a stone, and you pray in the direction of a stone. All your religion is based on stones. Correct? And yes, you are a follower of bewitched prophet. Did Muhammad wanted to write the Quran in Syriac? I believe the Quran is written in Syriac anyway. You see, Arabic is not really is not a language. Arabic is not a language by itself. Arabic is a collection of languages. It's a mix of languages, and Syriac is a big part of it. If there is a Muslim who would like to call me, feel free. Don't be shy. Imagine yourself calling Nouman Khan and call me. Here we go. Your prophet himself, he imagined himself having sex. I mean, this one is easier. Who is a Muslim here? You have a question to brother Nouman Khan. Anyone? If there is any Muslim brother here, he have a question to brother Nouman Khan, please let me know. Yeah, actually, this guy, I did not speak to him after that. I don't know where he go. I could not even find his name in Facebook in Skype. You know, I have hundreds of texts. I cannot go over all of them. Anybody Muslim? Guys, don't forget, really, I'm making videos. They are not in YouTube. You can go to minds.com. You know, my account's in minds.com. Feel free to go there. I have videos which are not in YouTube, and you can subscribe, so you will be informed. And to log in this account is very simple. Actually, if you want to read the article which having all the text messages of a brother Nouman Khan, you can go there. May Allah bless his mission. It is there. I posted there. All right, you can read the whole scandal. However, I don't advise you to waste your time reading in those things. For me, I honestly don't really care about those things. I believe all those things are personal, and nobody in this world, forget about he is being a Muslim or whatever. All of us, we are sinners. Everybody in this world. And I believe Muslims are a bunch of hypocrites. All of them, they do the same. And now they want to play that they are the good ones and he is the bad one. Their prophet is a sex maniac. Their religion is based on sexuality. Their heaven is sex. Even their prophet spoke about the size of the penis in the heaven, and yet they want to speak about this guy. How are you, my friend?
Hello, how are you?
I'm all right. How are you doing?
How's it going?
Everything. Do you have a question for Nouman Khan?
I don't have a question for Nouman Khan, unfortunately. You made a very good video in minds.com that you posted in your profile. I love the editing. It's really good.
Which one? Which one you like?
Well, you made two of them actually. The two latest. The one I like is the one where the Nouman Khan, because I think he's the one who's talking.
Yeah.
Where he's talking about even Hollywood are using the Quran
Right.
to tell us stories, but they don't tell us where they got it from. It's quite interesting that he's talking about the story of Musa. Well, by Musa I mean Moses. The way he's making the cartoon that it was stolen. Well, the Hollywood basically, stole it from the Quran, and they don't tell who it is and so forth. This is quite interesting. Also, the video that you made about the birds falling down was funny enough. I stumbled across that video that he made about 2 days ago, I think. And when I saw it, I was like, I have to make a video about this because it was so funny. The way they were making the video about being passionate that Allah will send these birds and they will protect the Kaaba, blah blah blah.
But the problem, by the way, but the problem with this video, if you load it in YouTube, right away they give you a copyright blocking.
That's what I was thinking about posting it myself. So
yeah, don't do it, because this is what I try. You see, what I'm trying to do, so you guys can get it easier, because those are high quality videos, so it takes forever for you if I load it in Google to download. So I try to load it in YouTube to convert the file, give it in private, and then download it again, and then pause it in mine. But right away YouTube gave me a blocking. It says block worldwide for copyright. They did not do it.
Was it the music on it, or did it tell you which one of those videos?
It says. I'm not sure what. I did not really read, but it might be the music, maybe.
Well, I think I will cut some of it and use it as parts, because I think some of it should be okay. But never mind. But I wanted to say that was both of them videos. It was an amazing video. When I saw them, one of my favorite bit was where the guy was saying, that they will imagine is gonna hit you with a hammer, and I had this image in my head. This is me imagining, like Muhammad again. I had this image of something funny coming with a hammer, and then you put the video of Tom and Jerry. I was cracking.
Yeah,
I was laughing.
Actually, but the problem with those videos, it took me all night to make it. It's take a lot of time.
Trust me, I know some of the videos of your videos that I put there. It has taken me some time to do it. But what I would say also, because I don't think you're using it, in Minds you can boost the video. I've sent you some of these, what they call them, points and stuff. So what you do is you can press the boost, and the 1,000 points can boost you up to 1,000 views. So that's what you need to do. And I think you had about 13,000 points. So please, and I haven't seen you boost any videos, so you should do that.
No, I want to save the boost for later, like to buy beer with it.
Okay.
So I know, I don't know how this really website work, but I don't know if this boost will work, and I don't know how big is this website still.
Well, I think the boost does work, because I've seen some of the people's videos and stuff that they put. It shows when it has been boosted. It does show that it has been boosted, and I look at their views, and they always have over 1,000 views. So I think it does work. So you should give it a try, at least with 1,000 points or something. Right. So I would say you should try that. You said you got these messages. Basically, in my channel, I have had quite a few guys saying that, oh, where is this guy? I want to debate him. Of course, I keep saying, come to the channel. There is one guy especially that he still keeps saying that he tried to send you, he left you messages, he tried calling you on Skype, he couldn't get through to you.
Well, tell him, first of all, he have to call me during the live show. I don't keep my Skype on a second after I finish. You see, the Skype is not on. Skype is on only. Yeah, so you tell him he have a certain time from 4:30 and those 3 days. So if you want to call after 4, when he is on air, the second he is off air, Skype will be off. Otherwise, I will keep receiving phone, calls and text messages and even an insult. If I show you how many messages from the Muslims with filthy language, so
Yeah, Muslims are blessing you, right?
it's okay. But I'm saying, like, I don't keep the Skype open. I have I
Yeah,
have
yeah,
hun I have hundreds
I
of
understand.
names. I do not even know who they are. And sometimes people they say to you hi, and then it's not nice not to answer, and then hi will bring another question, how are you doing, and then you have to say, well, I'm fine. You cannot be rude, because if you don't answer, people they will say, well, this guy is not humble,
He's
and
not
he's,
talking. He's
yeah,
not
like,
talking to me. He's too
yeah,
cocky.
but
But they don't
but
understand that you would have hundreds of messages. You're
yeah, I
making
have thousands, what
videos.
hundreds. If I show you, will get scared. It's like yellow pages. Uh,
I
I,
don't
I,
think your messages would be more scary than your beard, because you told me you got very long beard. So
my beard
I
now
think
is
your message.
getting better, because I did color it. I want to look like Nouman Khan. Look at Nouman Khan here. You see, he's like he have like a sharp edge at the end. So I'm trying to make it the same.
So
Because
so do I start calling you Ginger Prince or
ginger. What ginger mean? Ginger?
no? Because the beard that the Muslims, well, Muhammad said, to do it like a reddish ginger stuff.
Okay, ginger. Yeah. No, my beard is not red yet. I might make it red one day, but not now. Not now.
It's quite funny actually. What I think is, see, I've used sometimes Instagram, and basically I've had quite a few interactions with Muslims, and I post on their stuff that they have. They post all this silly stuff, and by silly I mean complete fabrication, complete anti-Quran, complete anti-Hadith, complete anti-teaching of Islam. They say like, oh, the women are protected in Islam, the women are this. So I post something, and they say, oh, you're being very offensive. Where did you read? One of them was saying, oh, you get your information from Fox News. Huh? You don't know nothing about Islam. I was like, and then I started, I said to one of them, I said, well, majority of you are gonna go into hell because you curse, you have woman periods and this. And they started laughing. They actually started laughing. The woman was like, oh, please make me laugh, show me this. So then I showed her the hadith, and then she blocked me, and she gave me a flag.
Yeah, because she thought that what you are saying cannot be true, and then she is disappointed from herself.
Honestly, she gave me a flag. She was pretending to be nice on that post, because all the people will see it. So this was not a private chat, so it was a post, like you leave a comment in YouTube. So she was saying, oh, show me. She was trying to mock me, saying that I am just a hateful person, I am all this. And I said, look, for everything that I say, I will show you the proof. So I went and showed, and I said, look, it is a Sahih hadith, blah, blah, blah. And the woman basically blocked me and gave me a flag, because the reason I know he gave me a flag is straight away, the Instagram, they asked me for a telephone number. They wouldn't let me go in without a telephone number. And after that, as soon as I kept posting, he started to sort of censor my messages. Sometimes they wouldn't post. He would say, because you're breaking the community rules, blah, blah, blah. And it was funny because I was only posting Quran, but because of some of the Quran verses says, kill them where you find them and stuff like that, Instagram was thinking that I'm being violent, so it was kind of funny. The question actually that I wanted to ask is, you were talking about tying a knot and stuff, and I'm not sure if you're aware, but Muslims, they have these things. I wouldn't know what it is and I know it in my mother tongue, what they use. They take some certain things, they put it in a pocket. It's supposed to protect them from
it's called this is it's called hijab. Actually, this is originally, I think it's coming from India, and the Muslims, they adopt the same as many things. The Muslims,
it's a bit like the eye thing, like what I mean.
I know. Yeah, this is from the envy. So if somebody wanna hurt you by the power of the eye, the evil eye, this is all is coming from India, as many things. And Muhammad, he taught many things. He stole it from the Indian.
Is this because I was reading a post on Instagram. It said that this is shirk. Basically, one guy was saying that anybody who does any of this,
Anyone who practice it but believing in it is not. Believing in it is a must. So you have to believe, because the verse we mentioned, 113, chapter 113, speaking about that, So
okay. So it's a shirk to practice it and put it in your pocket and stuff like that.
no,
sort of
no,
stuff.
no. It's a shirk. It's a shirk to do it, which means to do what? If you are the one who do the magic.
Okay. Because
Yeah.
when I read the post, it kind of confused me, because in my country, what the Muslims do, they go to the imams, they go to the sheikhs, and they get this stuff to protect them from bad eye. Most of the people in the chat, they wouldn't know what the bad eye is, but I know what it means. Basically, the bad eye is, they believe that there are evil people. Just by looking at you, they're gonna make you sick, or just by looking at you, they can cause evil on you and stuff like that. So it's called like the bad eye.
Right.
So it's to protect people from bad eye and to protect people from witchcraft and all of this. They actually go to imams there. So it's a very big thing. Women go all the time and all of this. I don't know if it's the same in Middle East, but in my country,
Yeah,
it
is. As I told you, this is always coming from India, and we can prove it so easy. However, in the Middle East, they have like every local place have their own some spices. As an example, in the Middle East, if you are a blue eyes person and you look at something I should fear that your blue eyes have the power of damaging my things. Like, as an example, if I have a nice car, I just bought it, and I see somebody have a blue eyes, so I start reading Quran in order to stop the power of his evil eye, because usually the blue eyes are they can be like harmful, and this is why I will never marry a woman, and you should not marry a woman she have a blue eyes. If you have a blue eyes wife, divorce her, man, right away, because she can hurt you.
Oh, I saw one time this blue-eyed woman, and my heart, I think, nearly stopped. Do you think it was that?
It's for sure it is, yeah. Blue eyes women, they are very harmful. Yeah,
So people in England, actually, majority of people are blue-eyed. You know that?
This is why when I go to England, I get sick. Now it's explaining why it's not true. Anyway, all those stories are superstitions.
No, because I was reading it, I was thinking, how can it be shirk? Because the guy was saying it's shirk.
No, because the Quran, if you go in the Quran, if you remember the story of Harut and Marut, they get their reference from there, because in Harut and Marut, it's saying that those who do things, they are disobedience to Allah. Harut, let's go to Harut and Marut. So Harut. All right. So you see here it says وَمَا كَفَرَ سُلَيْمَانُ وَلَكِنِ الشَّيَاطِينَ كَفَرُوا. So who is the one who do this? Is the shayateen. What they do? They do sihr, which means magic. So that is a kufr. All right. It was not Sulaiman who do blasphemy. It was the evil ones who teach magic. Do you see it?
I'm not on the
okay.
YouTube bit. No.
All right, no problem. This is.
I'll have a look. I'll have a look at it. But I just wanted to, because I read it, and I felt like I had no answer because I didn't have the knowledge, because I thought it just seemed a bit weird. So I thought, let me ask you about it.
The one who practice it is the one who is supposedly the devil himself, but not the one who buy it or wear it
for protection.
Yeah, like if you're a person he wear it, he is not the one they accuse him to be the bad person. It is the one who do it, and usually the one who do that is the shayateen. As the verse says. shayateen, which means
that's why I was
Satans.
Because like I said, I know that imams, they actually give this to people, these stuff on their pockets and stuff. So that's why I thought, hold on a minute, you got imams practicing this, and you're saying it's shirk. It didn't make sense, because the verse didn't say those people that do you this. It says those people that carry these things and have, he was saying basically people who use these as a protection. So the verse clearly was a contradiction, and clearly this guy must have had an objection to it and doesn't believe in it, or whatever he's read.
I know.
Probably was.
I know. I read a story about a person. He did. It's a kind of sad story, but this is how the naive ones. His mother, she spent at that time, which is equal to like to $500 today, to the magician to write those things for her son, because her son is going to go in the army, and supposedly if he wear those things he will be protected. So she spent like those $500, and her son, he wear it. The poor guy in the way, in the bus, he did not even arrive to the army yet. He's going to deliver this is his first day in the army. He have an accident and he died. So it's a very popular belief in the Middle East, but all of it is based on the Quran. And Muhammad himself, as you remember, Muhammad himself, Muslims believe he was bewitched by the black magic. So if Muhammad himself, he was as an example, Muhammad actually he practiced it, but in different way. Muhammad, he say, if you eat ajwa, if you remember, if you eat ajwa,
the 7 hour a day. But then it's funny because he actually died from poison.
Right. So, but in the same time, this is mean he practiced the same kind of belief, because he is claiming that there is a protection from poison by eating some holy food. For ajwa is holy. If you remember, Allah, he told Mary to eat from ajwa after she delivered the Messiah. So ajwa is a kind of a holy food. This is why ajwa have a power against magic,
and also a bit, I think, the honey. Can you imagine though? Can you imagine Apostle Paul having stories like this? What Muslims would say, how they would say, look, Paul is a false man, he falsified Christianity, how can you believe in this stuff? Imagine Paul saying, if you do this, or if you go to the toilet and shake it 3 times.
Yeah.
Can you just imagine? We don't find any of this sort of filthy stuff, crazy stuff, madness.
Paul, the Muslim, they hate him because they are stupid, because not even single place in the whole Islamic books by the real scholars speak ever against Paul. And here my question, you should ask always to the Muslims, if they speak against Paul, ask them, how come your prophet never spoke against Paul? As long Paul is a problem. Why even Ibn Kathir, Al-Qurtubi, Al-Tabari, all of them, they name Paul as a messenger of Allah.
Yes, because it's from a chapter in the Quran. But then, if Allah doesn't mention him as the bad guy and doesn't know anything about Paul, then that means Paul was so good that he corrupted Christianity and corrupted Allah's gospel and Bible, and Allah didn't even know it. So that means Allah doesn't even know who corrupted it. He doesn't even know who, Paul, and Muslims know.
You see, there's tons of questions you can ask to Muslims, and they have no answer for it. As an example, he found the name of Muhammad in the Torah. Why Muhammad did not say to the Jews in his time, who he lived with them for almost 10 years, why did not say, open chapter the Song of Songs and read my name there? Why did not do that? Why did that who came 1400 years after to found the name of Muhammad, as he claimed, but Muhammad, he cannot find it? It looked like that was inspired by Allah, and that was not ignorant, but Muhammad was ignorant. Why Muhammad did not say to the Christians in his time, open John and see, I am the comforter, open etc., and you will see my name? How come he did not do that? Because simply this is always a fiction lie. So the Muslims today, they have no answers for those things, and they are desperate to find Muhammad in any book, even if it's a Mickey Mouse book.
Yeah, and of course, and you are aware of the hadith that Muhammad said that if 10 Jews believed me, a lot of people, people would have come to Islam. So where he says he only needed about 10 Jews to convert, and which shows basically that none of the Jews converted. So all you have to do is go to the Torah and point to that, because we got the hadith in Sunnah Abu Dawood where Muhammad put his hand on the Torah and he said, "I believe in thee and the one who sent thee," and basically swore in the Torah. And you got it in Quran where it says the book between your hands, which means it was at that time. So it's just kind of funny that we don't find Muhammad talking about things written in the Bible when he was debating, let's say, Nasara or the Jews. Nasara being the Christians that the Muslims believe. We never find that. I mean, we got Jesus in the Gospel where he opens the Old Testament. Remember, at the time of Jesus, there was no New Testament. So he opens the Torah and he says, this prophecy is fulfilled today. You know, he talks about it. Whereas Muhammad, he never went to any of these.
See,
which shows obviously.
See what I like to focus in before you get into Jesus. We need the Muslims first to tell us why they are Muslims. I mean, let us say a Muslim, he want to be in following Muhammad, and let us say I'm not asking them to convert to Christianity. Try always to separate the topics, because the Muslim, the second you start talking about Jesus, he start diverting himself from the topic which you can prove easy, that Muhammad is a false prophet. So try always to focus. You know, that's why I don't talk about Jesus when I speak to Muslims, unless I have to. Yeah, because right away they will find the reasons for them to get away from the serious questions about their prophet. You know, Jesus for me, even in their book, is not a question that he is a wonderful person, have no sin, and he's right now is alive, and he is, according to them, a prophet of God, but yet he is the word of God, spirit from God, and he is in heaven. This is for me is enough for now until I finish Muhammad destruction. Then we can go back where we stop. You know what I mean?
I mean, he spoke in a cradle. He created birds.
So I do not need to speak about Jesus, because the point they are in right now is enough for me actually to prove that Jesus is God. For he is the only one, even in the Quran, even in the Hadith, he is the only one considered to be Ruhullah, the spirit of Allah. Adam is not the spirit of Allah. Muhammad is not the spirit of Allah. He is the only one have the name of the word of Allah. He is the only one the Quran calling him holy. He is the only one who have born without a father. The only one Shaitan, him and his mother, because of him, cannot touch him when he was born. The only one he did not pass through death. He is alive without death. He is in heaven without going to the grave. Remember, the Muslims, all of them, Muhammad, he seek refuge from the punishment of the grave. But yet Jesus, he is in heaven as we speak right now. He is the only one who can create from the mother bird. He is the only one who can resurrect people from the grave. All of those things, he is the only one. Why I need to debate a Muslim about Jesus? Let us talk about Muhammad.
And he is the only one who can bring the time of the hour, basically, because without Jesus,
and he is the only one who will. He is the only one who will destroy the devil. The only one who will bring victory to the kingdom of God. This is in Islam. So we have someone. The Muslims, they are trying to ignore the fact that in their religion Jesus is the greatest of all, and try to make Muhammad the greatest, but yet everything, even in the religion, says that Jesus is the greatest.
One question, you mentioned, sorry to interrupt, you said the spirit of Allah.
Yeah.
Now, as you know, Allah is not a spirit, so how can Allah have a spirit? I'm a bit confused. How can it be spirit of Allah?
As usual, because you see, the Muslim, they say spirit is not from the attribute of Allah, it is one of his creation. So and that will make it more stupid too, because if Jesus is a spirit from his creation, why he is the only one is called Ruhullah? Because all of us, we have a spirit anyway,
Exactly.
and all of us, our spirit supposed to come from the one who created those spirit. So why Jesus is the only one called it? They don't know. They have no answer.
Okay. Does anywhere in the Quran say that Eve was created from the rib of man?
You know, it's doesn't say like the details as we know it in the Bible,
okay.
But I can show you. You see, all the Quran is based on the Bible anyway. I mean, especially the creation stories. But Eve is not even mentioned. You know, Eve as a Eve is not really mentioned.
So she's not mentioned by name, is she?
It is not there. It is just like him and his wife.
Okay,
and
by name she's not mentioned.
No, it mentioned in the Hadith. Like let us see. Let us see. See here in chapter 2, verse number 35, it says that you and your wife, you go and live in this heaven. But who is this wife the Quran does not speak of? It says وَقُلْنَا يَا آدَمْ اسْكُنْ أَنْتَ وَزَوْجَكَ الْجَنَّةِ وَكُلَا مِنْهَا. So hey Adam, you and your wife go and eat from the garden. But who is this wife? The Quran does not say.
It doesn't mention who it is.
No, it doesn't say. It just says the wife of Adam. Who is the wife of Adam? There's no reference. But you can find more details in the Hadith. As an example, Muhammad, he said clearly that if not Hawa, which means Eve, this is the name of in Arabic, if not Eve, no woman will betray her husband. If not Eve, let me find the Hadith.
But this is a bit strange, because why would it be Eve's fault?
Sorry, what?
Why is it Eve's fault?
Because simply this is this is here. There's a problem here because Muhammad, he just he just confessed that there's original sin. The only difference he diverted it from Adam to Eve. But this is original sin because he claimed that if there's no Eve, there's no woman will betray her husband. So he is saying all the sin of women is coming from Eve. Eve is the problem, and that is original sin. Somehow. But you know, as usual, always Islam is it's not connected. There's nothing makes sense, and there is no relationship between what he said in the Hadith and what is said in the Quran.
Well, there's loads of contradiction. I mean, one of the main interesting things is that Allah says you pray 3 times. Muhammad says you pray 5 times.
No, even the Hadith. If you remember, when Adam and Moses, they debated. Remember, they have a debate.
Yes, they had a debate.
So in the debate, we find that Adam, he proved that he is not guilty because it was Allah who decreed for him 40 years before his creation, his sin. So why now he is saying Eve is the reason for the sin of Eve? If the sin of Adam, which is obviously the sin of Eve too, decreed for Adam before he was created. But
this is clearly showing that they believe in original sin.
It is in both stories. It's about because when he debated with Moses, obviously Moses is the one who believed in original sin, but Muhammad here, he take the side of Adam, that the creed, the decision is coming from Allah. However, this is not original sin. Why? Because Allah decreed all our sin one by one, not only Adam.
Yeah, it's interesting. Well, it's
You know what I mean?
madness. Anyways.
Yeah, because Muslims believe in destiny, so this has happened not only to Adam, it happened to every human being.
Well, the thing is, one of the problems is that Muhammad didn't have. I don't think he was very creative in inventing loads of stuff. So all he was doing is, because he was stealing stories from the Bible to try and make them credible, he ended up basically, well, contradicting himself and find himself in this situation. He's a bit like the Muslims that we have today, you know, copy paste stuff. All they do is they copy paste. I'm actually got a comment on my channel. Well, I got 2 comments. One comment was made 3 months ago under different names, and one was made, I think, this week or in 2 days, and it's exactly the very same comment. Is copy pasted, exactly the same comment, talking about how David Wood is a psychopath and stuff. But when I say is exactly on they posted it on the same video. On the same video, the comment, it has quite a few comments in it. But the previous comment is commented 3 months ago. The other one is current. And it's exactly the same one. It just shows how Muslims, all they do is just copy and paste stuff without even knowing what they post.
Well, you know, Muhammad, there's no question that he is, most of the stupid stories, he is not fabricating them as much he is copying from the Talmud, from the Jewish books. You know, Jewish books have a lot of, the tradition books have a lot of stupid things. And Muhammad, obviously, he took them seriously, and he tried to copy from them in order to make himself look like a prophet, because he said to himself, those are the best example to follow, and as long they are the one who have a long list of prophets, I mean, they are the one who have the prophets, so they must be telling the truth in their traditions. So he copied a lot of things from the Jews, and by doing that he made the biggest mistake, because he got himself busted. For the Jews have a lot of teaching have nothing to do with God. It's his rabbi teaching stupid stories, fiction stories, mix of legends and cartoon, and you know, it's a shish kebab thing. But just
I mean, I think it's like a fictional story. Well, it's fictional, but it's very creative fictional story. So I think Muhammad would have probably loved to read Harry Potter. Imagine if he had a book of Harry Potter. That would be in the Quran. Could you imagine that?
Yeah.
You know? And
Yeah.
Harry Potter is very popular. So they would have even made a movie about it.
Yeah.
You know, I wouldn't be surprised.
Well, the Quran is a big Harry Potter. It's all the stories of flying carpets and you know, talking birds and ant. All of those are can be found in the Legion of the Jews. So Muhammad, either he took from Jewish books as books, or he took from Jewish legions as legions, and yet he claimed that they are coming from his God, and that make him look funny and stupid. Like, you know, for me, chapter 18 is a priceless.
Because maybe there is people who want to phone you.
No problem,
I
my
think you
friend.
got somebody, Elliot Roger. He may want to phone you, and Honey. I hope these people are man enough to come and take the mic rather than be keyboard terrorists. So I hope they can take the mic and basically have a discussion like a human being, rather than just type all the time.
All right.
So I'll leave for all this. God bless you.
Thank you.
You did great video on Kurdistan, by the way. It was an amazing video, and the last 2 videos you made. So I encourage anyone to go and look at the videos in minds.com. They're very good videos. Anyways, mic is free. God bless.
Yeah, thank you, my friend. Thank you. Good. Thank you. You know, I have my fire alarm. It looked like the battery is dying, so it keep whistling. It's annoying. So guys, forgive me. What I can do, I cannot change it right now. I need to find which one, because it's coming from in there. Uh, anyway, if there is any Muslim to like to call and share with us, feel free. However, we are here 3 days a week for sure in a fixed date. Uh, Last Sunday I opened my chat, but it was late because I was talking. Remember the lady, the Muslim lady who have a question about Islam? So I did not sleep good, and then I said to myself, let me sleep for some time, and I could not really. I was so tired, and then when I woke up, I opened, but it was a little bit late for most of you. So we have 3 days a week actually, which is Sunday and Wednesday and Friday. Anyone would like to join us? If you are a Muslim, you like to call me, you can call me in Skype anytime during the live broadcast. After that, I shut my Skype off, and you cannot reach me. It doesn't matter how many times you call. So anyone would like to call, feel free. Now with this, I want to say, guys, thank you for being here. And again, it's not really my interest what this guy Nouman Khan he did. This is his private life. I believe, this is my belief, this is his business. But I just decided to make this video to show the Muslims the hypocrisy they have. They are upset from what this guy he did, but this guy he did nothing comparing to the prophet they are following. Their prophet is a child molester, is a sex maniac. He made a chapters about his sexuality, chapters about women they can give themselves to the prophet. He had sex with his own son wife. He have sex with the children's. This guy is a crazy sex scandal. So why you Muslims focusing in this poor guy Nouman Khan, who is not a prophet? He don't even claim to be like Al Khomeini, and yet because whatever he did, you make it a big deal. So I say to you Muslims, all of you are a bunch of hypocrites. And if you are really a person, people who have morality, then you should not follow someone like Muhammad, the prophet who allowed muta. Muta. Do you know what muta mean? It's your prophet who allowed it, not Nouman Khan. The prophet who allowed the breastfeeding for adult. Do you know what breastfeeding for adult mean? It's when your wife, she can give her boobs to a stranger. It's not Nouman Khan who allowed that. So why you are all over this poor kid? Huh? If you have dignity, then you should not follow Muhammad anyway. Compare what this guy did and what Muhammad did, and you will see that the shoe of Nouman Khan is better than the face of Muhammad. This is the truth. Compare what Nouman Khan he did and what Muhammad did, and be honest. Nouman Khan did not say any woman she want to give herself to Nouman Khan, he can F her. Any woman, unlimited number. Nouman Khan is not the one who says everybody can have 4 except me, I can have unlimited numbers of wives. So there is no question that Nouman Khan is a lot better than Muhammad and his sexuality and his madness behavior. So I want to say thank you guys for being here. Join us again. Don't forget to subscribe, invite your friends, and in the future, if you are a Muslim, feel free to call me. May the Lord bless you all. Christ is Lord, and Muhammad is nothing but a scam. Islam is a madman made religion, made by the man for the man. We as the Christians, we don't follow a religion, and not as Muslims they claim and they lie we are following Paul. No Christian follow Paul, no Christian follow Peter, no Christian follow Luke, no Christian follow any of those. We follow only the Messiah. And if you can bring me someone better than the Lord, the Messiah, the Christ, bring me, and I challenge you. If you dare even to compare for 5 minutes between the Messiah and your prophet, you will see what kind of a scam you are suffering from. I invite you to be honest and to study the words of the Messiah, and then you will see how huge a difference between what our God is teaching and what Muhammad, aka Allah, is teaching. Christ is Lord, Islam is false, and see you soon again. God bless.